Alright, welcome back. This is Game Void, and we're going to continue on with Hacker Simulator a little bit. Now, I did a bunch of grinding in between episodes because I wanted to get to where we could pick up this, pick up our graphics card. Now, remember we needed a graphics card so we could start mining Shellcoin, which is the game's version of Bitcoin. And I'm hoping it's going to unlock more gameplay options now that we do this. So I'm just going to install our graphics card and see what happens, and maybe we'll finally unlock that Rescutor group. Because remember, if we go down here and we look at the mailbox outside our apartment, it says it's unlocked with Rescutor group, and same thing for our ATM. So we've got over 5 hours into the game already, and we still haven't encountered anything like a story or anything like that. I mean, other than our mysterious benefactor trying to get us to run missions. And it was a horrible slog getting the 300 credits we need. Every mission for like 2 days in a row, 2 game days in a row, every single mission was the fish book missions. Just going and looking for somebody's interest and then hacking them that way. So here we go. We're going to install our graphics card. We have one graphic card. That one graphic card costs us 300 Shellcoin off of Amazon. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to install it and see what it does. Nice, so now we got a call coming from our friend. Let me turn up the in-game volume here for a second so that hopefully you'll be able to hear it. Okay, so the in-game music, okay, so maybe you can't. All right, it does some weird things with audio sometimes. So every once in a while you'll get this a call coming in from Override, so we're gonna answer that.
Some people really care about their data. So sometimes you may not be able to access certain files.
Ooh. Finally, some different types of missions. And guess what? I've created a tool to break these encryptions, of course. Alright, so every time you get a new type of gameplay, it pops up this that gives you a tutorial, and these tutorials are, I mean, it's not really tutorials, tooltips. These tooltips, tutorials are available through the help menu at any time. So folders can now be encrypted, requiring you to crack this encryption using the Decrypt tool. Its use is simple. The hexadecimal string will be displayed containing correct and incorrect combinations that you'll have to copy the string out the incorrect ones. Only rule you have to remember is that in hexadecimal, a letter cannot exceed F, right? So in hexadecimal, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, I mean A, B, C, D, E, F, 0 through 9 and A, B, C, D, E, F. So we'll have to see if we can figure out how to use this. So first thing I want to check is, all right, so we've got 68 credits now. I don't know how the thing is going with the Bitcoin mining. Maybe we have to go to that. So it says that some of these are going to be encrypted. Now I don't know if these missions were generated before I installed the graphics card. So these might not be encrypted, and if not, if these don't feature any type of new gameplay, I'm just going to skip them until we get to the point where we do, so you don't have to watch me do the same things you've already watched me do. Obviously we're going to have to go back to Backstore, and he says he's all right. So here's Decrypt. Now see, this costs 25 Shellcoin. So this is important to remember, is like whenever it's time to, you always want to leave some money for yourself in the bank. When I bought my graphics card, I had to make sure I had to leave enough money in my bank so that I could buy tools if I needed them. But we're already up to 6814, which seems high, because when I bought, so maybe it's ticking every once in a while and give me Shellcoin. If it is, then it's giving me a lot of Shellcoin. Anyway, 25 simoleons, 25 Shellcoin for breaking a folder's encryption. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. And that's going to give us a new tool. If we open up Serverzilla and look at our tool section, you see that we have Decrypt right there. So I'm not going to recycle my Wi-Fi at the moment. It's pretty good. Oh, look at that, 103.14. So it is going up. Every few ticks it's going up. I'm going to tell you, it's going up a lot. I mean, it took me 2 or 3 hours of gameplay to save up 300 credits. And you just saw it go from 65 to 109. In just that short amount of time. So if I go and I look at Mamazon, yes, we all love that name. If I go and look at Mamazon, you can see I need well, it doesn't even let me look at these other ones. There's i3, i5. I don't know how much maybe it won't even let me see the i5 until it's in stock, but this increases cracking speed. Well, it's only showing me the ones I already have. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, I have never bought one, that's why. Okay, so you can only buy them in order. So I've never bought the i3. I could buy it now for 60 Shellcoin, and then this would increase my cracking speed. So like I said before in the other video, I've never ran across any need for faster speed. Now this is a pretty good deal, only 40 credits to increase my storage. Well, it's 150, sorry, I had the old one. 150 to increase my storage space to 20, which only gives us 5 more. And then network cards, that just lets us detect different types of networks. We've already got this one, right? We've already got that, so the VX9100 would be the next one. I don't think it even lets you click on it until you can afford it. And graphics card 300 stock. I mean, until it's unlocked so you can buy it, or until you need it. So anyway, it was a lot of rambling. Anyway, I'm gonna go look at our graphics card and see if it tells us how much it's doing. No. Doesn't let us do it. So let's see if any of these missions here. All right, so decrypt 30 and oh, see, here's a bunch of grinding again. So we have to decrypt 30 folders, 30 of these encrypted folders. So we got a new type of gameplay where we're going to decrypt some folders, and we don't even know if every mission is going to require, because a lot of our missions are simply uploading malware. So a lot of the times we just don't even need to do this. To succeed at decryption, you need to type the same string but without the wrong combinations. A good combination can't contain the letter above F. So like if you see there A3Z4WZ, can't have anything above F. So it doesn't look like it's too complicated. So let's see if we get, so override, all right, so CloudSec. Steal a swim account at 162.228. So let's see if this is going to be one of them. Netcat 162.228.179.41. Oops, wrong thing. In map. Should love the sound of my keyboard. So let's see if we have any encrypted things. So I have to build an exploit. So this has got. It's a good thing you have this extra money, and you can see we're up to 163 already. So now at this point, money is quickly becoming no object, which happens in a lot of games when you're trying to balance them. You go from being resource poor to resource rich by just introducing one new game mechanic. Now, I'm not sure, but I could probably just leave my computer and then go in the real world, go to lunch and go to Core Life Eatery here in a little bit, eat some lunch, and come back and have enough money to upgrade everything in my machine. Now I'm just guessing, I'm not sure. All right, so let's connect. I don't think I already have an SMB 249 exploit. I'm gonna have to read, nope, it was 246. So now we have to go back, and before I was like, do I have enough money to buy these? But now it's not an issue. It's no factor, as we say in the piloting world. I have been getting into the plane. I was actually supposed to, I'm actually supposed to be in the plane right now training, but my daughter went to Florida and brought back COVID. So I'm self-quarantining for a few days. I didn't want to make my poor flight instructor sit in a cockpit with me if I had just been exposed to COVID. So tool. Now, where's exploit compile? I have exploit compile already on here. What about scan DLL? So I have scan DLL. Alright, so scan DLL. Alright, so SMB249. Alright, so remember we scan it and it'll give us a memory address. And then we use that memory address to do exploit compile. And we just can do this real quick, and if this doesn't work out, then we're going to go ahead and jump forward in time. Remember, time is not linear, it's all wibbly wobbly, tiny wimey stuff. It's kind of got away from me there. Alright, so here's our memory address. And now we do exploit compile. And then we give it the name of the library, which will be SMB249SO. That's our library file. And then we give it the address. And it creates a brand new exploit for us, which you can use to break into the system to get the Sweem account. Oh, my disk is full, so now I have to do this again. So let's get rid of these for now. So I'm gonna have to upgrade my hard drive, but I already got 151, so it's not gonna be that big of a deal when it comes time to do so. I think I got something in my text I can get rid of too. Yeah, I got a Lazy Eats account that's borrowed, so I can clear that off. I'm really disappointed in the 30 files right now. Maybe I can go, since money is not really an issue anymore, maybe instead of waiting for these missions, I could just go do, maybe all these will have some decrypted, some stuff that needs to be decrypted, but we'll find out. All right, so finally SMB. All right, so exploit SMB, and we are going to 162.228.179.41. If you're wondering how fast I can type those in, it's because I used to do data entry, just type in people's credit cards numbers for 8 hours a night, which is a lot of fun. All right, so we just need a Steam account now. So let's ls downloads. It's not encrypted, so cat downloads exclude.txt. That is somebody's license number. We don't need their license number. So ls documents. So cat documents return text. There's our Lazy Eats account. Oh, so we need a Sweem account. So ls pictures. ls pictures is not encrypted. How about map? Map is not encrypted either. So cat map mean.txt. Amazon. And we'll go to sort. So there's our Sweem. All right, so get map sort. So no encrypted. So what I'm guessing is that once I get through all these missions, then the next set of missions will have some encrypted stuff. 30 more. Even if I just had, even if the system had 30 encrypted folders on it, having to sit here and do the decrypting process 30 times just to unlock the next part of the gameplay. Getting really just frustrated by the pacing in this game. I'm just saying that it's something that could be tweaked a bit. So there's that. We're going to send him our Sweem account. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here until I get to one of these decryption things. So to me, it could be hours. For you, it'll only be a blink of an eye. Okay, so time has moved on a little bit. We're on the next day now in game, obviously. Not in real world. Well, actually, we are in the next day in real world. So we're going to see if any of these new jobs, you can see I got a ton of new jobs here in my Discord that I can do. And hopefully one of these will have a decryption requirement for it. So let's see, we need to go steal a Lazy Eats account from Cassie Coleman. Like I said, this is what's really bothering me about the game. 8 hours into the game now, a little bit over 8 hours into the game now. Well, 75% of the game is this: looking at somebody's Fishbook account, determining what type of account to use to get them to connect to you, so you can install malware or steal something on them. This has been 80% of the game, 75% of the game up until this point. Just doing this. So we have fatherhood, parenting, jewelry, friendship, toys, tattoos, motherhood, dresses, malls, and fragrances. So we got shopping and fashion as her primary interest. So we're going to buy a shopping and fashion, see if she's got an encrypted hard drive or not, which we will need. Because, like I said up here, when we've done in our tracer monitor, whenever we've done anything for these first 8 hours, you know, we've had 179, 130 seconds to complete our job, and our jobs have taken 20 seconds at most to do. So there's been no point for this up until this point. So maybe if we have to do this decrypt stuff, maybe that'll make the jobs have to come in a little bit more under the wire, or it'll put more of a time constraint on the jobs. So let's just see what happens. Wait for Cassie to take the bait, because I know she's going to. She loves her shopping and her fashions. It's all randomly generated. This is not implying that women are naturally shoppers, because she's obviously interested in tattoos as well. So she's a cool chick. So we're gonna wait and see what's on her computer. Hopefully it's encrypted so that we can have something new to do. So look, we got 269 seconds to complete this job. So what do I need to do? I need her Lazy Eats account. So let's ls downloads. All right, it's encrypted. Finally, decrypt downloads. Is that all we gotta do? So we have to figure out what the key is. Now remember, it can't be anything that has anything above a G in it. So is it going to be this easy? 11 E5. So the R we can't use, the T we can't use, X we can't use, E we can't use the 8U 43. So now we can ls downloads, and we are looking for her Lazy Eats account. So let's ls documents. Is documents also encrypted? All right, so decrypt documents. All right, so we have to just use the, can't use 5P, we can use A1. For some reason I have to do that. A1, B1, and CB. That is not the incorrect decryption key. Don't tell me it has to be. All right, don't tell me it has to be. All right, so we can't use M6U5P, so I use A1. So I have to type in A1, B1, CB. CB. Darn it, I typed in the wrong price. So now, because of my stupidity, all right, click on that. A1, steak sauce, B1, in bingo, CB, citizens band. There, it has to be in all caps. See how easy that was? We still have 142 seconds, even after making all those errors. So cat documents. Now E, you would assume that would be her Lazy Eats account, which it is. Documents eat dot text. And here we go. So that is decrypting decrypting a drive. So you see what that involves. Everything has to be in caps. You just can't use anything for A's, anything above a G. Sorry, anything above an F. Because hexadecimal only goes A, B, C, D, E, F, and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go take a Computer Science 101 class. Otherwise, that's how you do it, and now I've got it. And look, I've still got a minute and a half left. Even after all those mistakes I made, I still have. And I got $13 for it. Now I still had to pay $3 for the fish book account. But look up here. Remember in our last episode, we managed to get the graphics card so we could mine Shellcoin, this universe's version of Bitcoin, and we are already up to $626. So remember, we got down when I bought it, I was down to like 30 Shellcoin, and in just one game day we're up to 626. It looks like it's going up every few minutes. It's going up by 60. Obviously, if I had more than one graphics card, can I buy another graphics card now? Let's see, sign in my account, mining. I could buy another graphics card, which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to buy another graphics card, so then when I get done with all these and I go to sleep, and then tomorrow I'll have another graphics card. Can you imagine how much money we'll have after that? So I'm wondering if this is balanced, and now I'm not going to make a judgment too soon. Maybe once we get past this stage of the game, once we get involved with the Rescutor group, maybe there'll be things that cost thousands of dollars we have to buy. Let's see if Twink is got another encrypted drive, just so we'll pad this out. So we're gonna go ahead and download Twinks. We're gonna go ahead and download Twinks. Yeah, this could be a very, all right, so this could be a multi-step hack, which is more about what I was expecting. So I'm going to nmap him, and I'll probably have to create an exploit, execute the exploit, decrypt the hard drive. This is kind of like more of what I was expecting to be doing all along, but unfortunately HTTP version 1.0, I might already even have that. So HTTP, and you can see we're getting a lot of stuff here, and we can't sort and we can't delete it. So this just keeps growing and growing and growing. So we don't already have it, so I have to go to kittiesdb HTTP 1.00, download it. HTTP overflow on 77.137, oops, 137.108.59. Now if you notice up here, the red bar up here, see it doesn't go up when I'm not actually connected to another system. Once I connect to another system and start doing some nefarious deeds, and it goes up. Now I will say it seemed like it went up a little bit faster when we were doing all that decrypt stuff. I don't know if it was because I was doing decryption that it was going up faster, or just simply because I was not paying very good attention. I don't know. So anyway, all right, so we're going to go ahead and hack into here. We're going to see how long shows up on the tracer monitor. And remember, all we have to do is upload stuff. So we got 258 now. Can I just upload without having to decrypt anything? So upload, malware, doop, twink, I'm going to upload it to documents. Can I upload it to documents even if I haven't decrypted documents? That's a question. I'm making mistakes. I'm trying things out so you don't have to, my friends. I'm saving you time. If you ever buy a Hacker Simulator, maybe this will save you some time. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying it could use some pacing adjustments, or maybe I missed something. I don't think I did. Maybe it just needs some pacing adjustments. All right, so let's see. ls. What do we uploaded it to documents. So document is encrypted, so let's decrypt it. Decrypt documents. And we're going to see if what we wanted to do is in there. So we're going to have to use 7F. Remember, it has to be in all capitals. It's a colon. Can't use the QA, but we can use FC. And then we can use 07. Remember, that's a capital 0 and a capital 7. So there we go. So let's ls documents. There's Twinks malware. So we did not have to decrypt the drive before we could upload to it. Maybe that would be another step that the developer could add in to make it a little bit more interesting. I don't know, because look, we were able to upload it, we were able to decrypt it, and I still got a minute and a half left that I could just hang out here and do whatever else on this, you know, change his background to Pokemon or something. I don't know, either way. So that is the new bit of gameplay we've unlocked, was simply decrypting it. And you have to remember, we have to do 30 of these before we get to the next objective. So probably what I'm going to do is, as I go through and do these jobs, I'm just going to do mass decryptions. I'm going to decrypt the drives, even though I don't need to. I'm going to go ahead and decrypt them so that we can get to the next thing. You notice this does seem to be going up a little bit faster, so I'm going to go ahead and I need to let him know that I've done it. And it automatically kicks you out when you do that. So just so you know, whenever you complete a job, it automatically kicks you out of the system you're connected to, and you can't connect to that system anymore. So if you want to do something on the system before, you know, if you want to go ahead and do a job and then poke around for lazy eats accounts or do a bunch of mass decrypting like I'm going to have to do, then you want to make sure that you wait before you finish off the job. And you look, you notice we're already back up to 399 Shellcoin. I could buy another graphics card if I want to, but I'm not going to at the moment. So that's it for this video, introducing just a little bit more gameplay. Like I said, we're about 8 hours into the game, more than 8 hours into the game. Still don't know who the Rescutor group is, and we are still grinding. So thank you for watching. Hit this video with a like if you want to, or a comment telling me this video is great, this video sucks, whatever. I don't care. Just have a great day. That's the most important thing. You have a great day.